It's about 2 p.m. here on Saturday, April 11th, 2026. And that noise is the water refilling. I just moved the water for them. I wanted to get a video of them coming to cross the wire, but when I called them, they ran. They were super enthusiastic about crossing to the new row. You can see there's lots of good grass left. Down on the eastern part of this row, there's a good patch of clover as well that they didn't want to graze that clover for some reason. But lots of grass, and some of the grass hasn't even been touched. So the manure is all spread out pretty evenly too. I don't see like big piles of manure anywhere. Anyway, looks good. Right now it's about 80 something degrees, 82. It's supposed to rain today. I don't think it is. We're supposed to get like 3 or 4 inches over the next couple days. Sunday and Monday, we'll see what happens there. I'm not too enthusiastic about the rain coming. I don't think it's going to happen. Or if it does happen, it'll probably be just a couple inches. I'm setting my expectations to low so that I can have a pleasant surprise. My plans for grazing this year, I was thinking about this. So I'm going to put the sheep through the northern half here, and I want around June 1st for them to hit the halfway point in the field. So they're probably at, let's say they're at 200 feet right now, so we have 1,000 feet left before the halfway point in the field. And so we have to April 11th, so we have 7 weeks to June 1st, right? So if we do 200 feet, nope, 150 feet, I think. Yeah, about 150 feet a week, and we should get there around June 1st. I'm moving them at about 100 feet a week right now. So I can probably pick up the pace, moving them twice a week, 3 times a week, and get them cruising across the grass here. Same story for the cattle. They're about in the same position, a little bit further. They're a little bit closer to the middle line than these guys are to the north edge of the property. So the cattle can go a little bit faster. Don't really know what to do with the bulls yet. I don't want to put them with the sheep, but if I'm only keeping them in a row for 2 days, then what I can do is have the bulls graze behind the sheep or ahead of the sheep for 2 days. The sheep come in for 2 days, and that should be okay. Day and a half is probably the best, but I don't think I have the luxury of doing anything like that. But anyway, let's talk about the ground here. So right where I'm standing, there's not a lot of grass. I think this is a part that got muddy last year, year before last maybe. The water was here, we had a leak or it rained, and the water was here, and they're trampling over everything. I can kind of see that maybe this is where the water tank was, because there's trampling around it. This is an old bale of hay. I don't know exactly how old, but I see lots of manure on top of it, so it's probably pretty old. Slowly decomposing. There's a bale of hay here as well. You roll out the hay too thick, it doesn't grow back for a while. It takes a while to recover. Yeah, that's some good grass growing up through that hay. A couple of weeds too. Not too concerned about the weeds at all. Look at that. The sheep went after that weed right away. They just love that stuff, I guess. And then over here, there's another bale of hay. This is where I did a lot of movement with the tractor to position the bales of hay. I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to keep the bales of hay together and probably just pack them tightly so they're watertight, more or less. And then as I need to free some bales, I'll just use a tractor, come over, move some bales around so I can unroll them later. How you doing, little girl? Got to trim her hooves. So just a couple of hoof problems. I think there was one sheep that was still limping, front left hoof. That might be the one that I had the hoof rod in. Cleaned that out. I don't see her limping very much anymore. And then I have that older sheep, the scruffy looking one. Where did she go off to? Ah, she's right there. She doesn't like to step on her front hooves, they're too long. I was thinking I have like a small hacksaw that's used for cutting like PVC. I was thinking I can just go in there and just use that to cut back those hooves. They're so long. Let me zoom in so you can see better how long they actually are. You can see she's very uncomfortable walking on them. But I tried trimming them last time. They're just too hard. I couldn't use the scissors. I couldn't use the nippers. So anyway, all right, the water's done filling up. All good. Look at that fresh, clean water. You know, what more could you ask for? That's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.